3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph podcast.
Hello, friends. Back for another day of fun. Puff and Steph hanging out on the listening devices. What's up, Steph, from your house? Hey, girl.
Hey.
What's happening?
Not much. Just enjoying the fact that we've had some nice weather the last couple days.
I know. Have you been outside a lot?
Yes, I got burnt, but I've never been so excited to be sunburnt before.
What? That sounds ridiculous. Absolutely not.
But just the fact that it's warm enough and sunny enough that I could get burnt, I'm all about it. Finally. It's May and we're finally having warm weather, so I'm thrilled.
Well, we have to remind everyone, tonight on our Facebook page, we're going to be live with Olivia. It's going to be Tuesdays with Olivia. She's back from not feeling so well. It's going to be a live performance from Olivia, and we're going to be giving away some prizes, and we'll hang out. So it'll be fun. It's going to be a little bit less performance-y and a little bit more conversational. We'll be able to talk about the music a little bit more and take some fun requests from you guys. It'll be a good time. Tonight, 7 o'clock, Tuesdays with Olivia. It's also Cinco de Mayo, and I didn't really think about that. So I don't know how we're going to celebrate. Maybe Olivia knows a Spanish song or something?
Yeah, and we can drink margaritas and eat tacos.
Right. As long as you supply all of your own margaritas and tacos. Now,
right, we can just all do it from our own houses.
Right. Now, in theory, let's say, for instance, we were doing this and the social distancing stuff had been lifted. You guys could come over to my house. I would cook you tacos and make margaritas, and, that would be that. But, we can't do that. So, unfortunately, it'll just have to be supplying our own margaritas and tacos tonight.
I can do that.
So, I'm very supportive of your other job working for the Harrisburg Senators, and I'm always trying to help you come up with ideas, and sometimes I pass stuff along to you. Sometimes you use it, sometimes you don't, whatever. I don't care. I'm trying to help. This is just me trying to help right now, okay?
Oh, okay.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Fort Wayne, Indiana Tin Caps. Have you ever heard of them?
Yes, we follow them on Twitter.
Okay. I don't know if you know this then. They're offering fans and families a choice to enjoy their favorite ballpark foods at home during the coronavirus lockdown. Kind of an interesting idea. I don't know if you heard about this or not. So I want you to start thinking about your favorite thing to eat at a Harrisburg Senators game.
Okay.
All right. While I explain what's going on, you think about what your favorite thing to eat would be. The club is selling Tin Caps family meal kits. Each package features 5 full meals. That's enough to feed 4 to 5 people. Complete with souvenirs like cups and helmets, things like that. Each meal kit is $185. To me, that's a little pricey.
Wow.
But you do get souvenirs like cups and things like that. I don't know if it's worth $185. I don't know. But I'm going to explain to you or describe to you some of these meal kits, all right? Like Family Meal Kit 1 contains 2 pounds of taco meat. We were just talking about tacos. 2 pounds of chicken mole, Mexican rice, tortilla shells, salsa, shredded cheese. It's a taco bar. So apparently at the Fort Wayne, Indiana Tin Caps, their tacos are very popular at their stadium. Okay.
Of course. Tacos are always popular.
They have Meal Kit 2. 4 jumbo hot dogs, 4 beer brats, 3 jumbo soft pretzels, and mac and cheese. So that's pretty good.
Oh, that mac.
Another one, pulled pork sliders, baked beans, vegetable medley. All of
Melody.
Musical
vegetables.
All right. Anyway, again, don't make fun of me. $185, right? I think it's a little pricey, personally.
Yeah.
That's like the price of going almost to a major league game, and you're not even seeing baseball. You just walk out,
right.
You just walk out with some Tin Caps commemorative cups for $185. I'm not really feeling that. But you, on the show, as a representative of the Harrisburg Senators, right?
Proud of it.
What would be your meal kit? What would you put together if you were doing something like they're doing in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Oh, this is tough because I am a huge advocate for ballpark food of all kinds. one of my favorite things that I got probably like 50% of the time that I worked last season was just a hot dog or a soft pretzel.
Right.
But the unique things we have, like we have arugas, which is cool. A lot of teams don't have that in their ballpark.
That's very cool.
So we have all their wings. Yeah, and we also have grounder fries, which are like, they have like the bacon and cheese and all that. And we also have donut holes, which would have to be my number one choice because, need I say more, donut holes.
Okay, so you have donut holes. That's fine. But, create a meal kit. You're just going to have 40 donut holes show up at someone's house? I mean, that's not a bad thing, but a little bit of variety wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Maybe some wings and then like fries with all the ingredients on the side and then donut holes for dessert.
There we
so
go.
It's the full package.
So you get like Aruga's wings, then you get some grounder fries, which are what, by the way? I don't think I've ever had those.
They're basically like bacon cheese fries and they come in a dog bowl. It's really cute.
Okay. So you have that. Aruga's wings, grounder fries, and then to finish it off, some donut holes.
Oh, so good.
All right, so are you going to run that up the flagpole? Maybe you'll do that for the Harrisburg Senators.
Yeah, and you know what? It would be cool, because you were saying how theirs is pricey. It'd be cool to throw in like some undated ticket vouchers or something.
Yeah.
Spice it up.
Or you just, I mean, I don't know how feasible this is because it's a whole giant stadium. You link up with a delivery site like DoorDash or Grubhub, and maybe you guys are open like every, I don't know, Thursday through Saturday, and people can order from the ballpark and have it delivered.
That's a fun idea. That would be cool.
It might not be feasible. I don't know the inner workings of the Harrisburg Senators.
Right.
But you never know. You never know. Or you could even do like a little stand right out front of the stadium, and people can go and pick up an order, and they can bring their, like you would do at any type of food facility.
Right? We could have like a little food truck with grounder fries and donut holes. What more do you need in life?
I don't know. I haven't had either from the stadium, so now I have to try those out. Grounder fries. This happened in Montana. It could absolutely be. If you told me this was from Pennsylvania, I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, that makes a whole lot of sense. In Butte, Montana, this guy named Joshua Michael Ott, he's 28 years old. He shot another man in the chest with a crossbow. The man he shot had an axe. According to prosecutors, a victim and a woman went to a house on February 28th to retrieve some belongings. The victim brought out an axe because he thought the door would have a lock on it. Him and Mr. Ott, the Joshua guy, had words, and then Ott allegedly shot the man in the chest with a crossbow. So you had a guy with an axe and a guy with a crossbow, and they just linked up and crossbow won.
Wow, that does sound like something that would happen here in PA.
It absolutely does. If you told me, like, hey, did you hear about the guy that got shot with a crossbow in, I don't know, Perry County? Sure, we'll go with that. I'd be like,
yes.
I'd be like, yeah, so? Aren't you surprised? No.
No, is that a big deal?
Not at all. Everybody has a crossbow. Like, that's a thing to have. For real. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, this city is really, 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 really into their people social distancing.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block. Do your kids lose their house keys? Do you hide a key near your front door for friends, relatives, the cleaning lady, or pet sitter? Do you need a better way to secure your home? Let ITD Systems and Security solve all your problems. ITD has the knowledge and experience to install smart home features like smart locks, motion sensors, indoor and outdoor cameras, and wireless keypads that control everything. Plus, you can turn off lights, lock doors, and view any of your cameras right from your cell phone or tablet. Turn your house into a future house and add peace of mind to your life with ITD Systems and Security. To find out more, visit itdssi.com. Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part. It's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
So there are some psycho people when it comes to social distancing, for better or for worse. I'm not even picking on them. I'm just saying they exist. The people who are super hardcore. Like, I haven't left my house in 2.5 months. You know?
Yeah. They're everywhere.
I have enough food in my basement to last us the next 6 years. You know, those type of people. But others like to go out. I need to get out of the house. So, like, I was looking for something on Friday, something for the show, actually, and I spent pretty much the entire late morning and early afternoon just driving around central Pennsylvania, looking for it, and taking my sweet time looking for it, and it was nice. I needed to get out, I needed to do something, and that was my thing to do. You know, I do all the grocery shopping in the house, mostly due to the fact that I like going out.
Yeah, I get excited. We go to the grocery store on Fridays, and I'm like, this is our big outing of the week. I'm excited about it.
But some places are not really into their people leaving the house. In Lund, Sweden, they dumped 2,000 pounds of chicken manure in their parks to deter festival crowds from gathering amid the coronavirus pandemic. Apparently this night festival kicked off on Thursday, which traditionally brings in crowds. While there's no official lockdown, officials throughout the country have warned people to stay away from the yearly tradition. And they were worried that a ton of people, way too many people were going to show up. So they just dumped a bunch of chicken manure in this particular park.
That's disgusting.
That would make me stay away. So, mission accomplished. Now, what it reminds me of is the farm show.
Yes,
and
I can smell it.
The worst smelling part of the entire farm show is not the cows, it's not the pigs, it is 100% the poultry. Do you agree?
Right. I don't think I've ever really paid that much attention to it, but now that you mention it, it makes sense.
The poultry is is a million times worse than the cows or the pigs. You just walk in, you're just like, like I'm just, absolutely not. No way. So I'm thinking to myself, this is a fantastic idea. If I wanted to go to a festival, but it smelled like the poultry section at the farm show, and I would be enjoying the music and then just be like, no, thank you. No, thank you. So,
Not feeling it.
What would be a big festival, like a big country music festival for you? Like,
ooh.
Right? So let's
like
say,
the CMA Fest.
Yeah, let's say like Carrie Underwood and Luke Bryan and who else would be there? Florida Georgia Line and
Luke Combs and Old Dominion.
Yes.
And Jason Aldean.
All of those peoples. All right, let's say all of those peoples show up. Would the smell of chicken feces make you not want to go?
It would take a lot to deter me away from a big festival like that, but that smell would probably do it, especially because I don't think anybody would go with me, so I wouldn't go alone.
Hey, do you want to go to the big country twang fest? Wait, is that the one that smells like the chicken poop? Yeah, but Luke Combs and old Milwaukee, is that what you said?
Dominion.
Oh, the old Milwaukee's a beer. Yeah, that's right.
You're close.
Anyway, yeah, but they're all gonna be there. Yeah, but it smells like chicken crap. Yeah, but no, I'm out.
Right, so yeah, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go alone.
Sorry that you can't go to that fake country festival I came up with. Since mid-March, when museums began closing because of the coronavirus outbreak, income from admissions obviously is evaporated. That's how museums, between that and grants and donations, that's how they make all their money. So people who would normally donate to a museum because of failing stock market, they're not donating anymore either. So these museums are losing a lot of money, a lot of revenue. So the Association of Art Museum Directors, I keep up with them. They're made up of museums in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. It's been long frowned upon of any museum to sell off art for purposes other than acquiring new art. But now they've changed their tune, say they no longer object to museums selling off art. So, if necessary, museums can now sell off their art in order to pay their bills. So, would you ever want a piece of art from a museum in your house?
First of all, I think that's really sad because ever since I got done with school, I've really liked museums because I don't have to study it for a test. You can just enjoy it.
Sure.
But I'm not a big art person. I'm kind of one of those people who looks at a beautiful piece of art and I just don't get it. But if it was a history museum, I actually really like learning about history now. I love history museums.
Okay, so let's say it's not a piece of art. Right? Let's say it's a I don't say a prop, but an item from back in the day. Okay? And you're like, you know what? I would absolutely love to have a suit of armor in my house, randomly in my living room. Something like that.
Right, and then I would feel like I was in National Treasure, and Nicolas Cage would be so proud of me. I love that movie.
Do you know, and I don't know if this is true or not, it's all over the internet, do you know that it looks like he is going to be playing Joe Exotic?
Yes, I saw that, and good for him. He gets no love. He's so underrated.
Joe Exotic or Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage. Joe Exotic gets a ton of love.
Okay. All right, so I don't know where we got onto that subject, but anyway, I would love to have a coat of arms or a knight suit of armor in my house. I don't know where I would put it, but it'd be pretty cool. I'd probably use it as something like a coat rack. Be like, hell yeah, just take your coat off, put it on the suit of armor there. Go ahead. Yep, yeah, that's fine. That's where we keep our coats.
Well, most suits of armor have a guy holding a giant spear. At least that's the way I picture it. They could hang the coat right on there. It's
100%. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Or a wall with medieval weapons on it. Be like, yeah, no, this is my wall of weapons. This is my battle axe, and I have a mace there, and some swords, a shield. It'd be like medieval times in my family room.
That would be pretty cool. But how much would you pay for it?
Oh, not much. Not much.
Yeah, me neither.
I would take advantage of these museums that need money. And be like, so how bad do you really need to keep these lights on right now, right?
You would get it for cheap.
Oh, I would. I like negotiating. I like haggling. So,
right.
Am I any good at it? I don't know. Maybe. But if I could get either a suit of armor or some sort of wall of weapons in my house for a relatively low price, I got your back, museums. I got you. I'll cover your electric for a month. So that's all I'm gonna pay.
So kind of you.
That's all I'm gonna pay for it. Nothing. I mean, we got the Civil War Museum right here in Central PA. So I'm wondering if I can go in and get like like 6-shooters, pam pam, or something like that.
Sure, you could.
That'd be cool. I wonder how much that would cost. All right, enough thinking out loud. Coming up next, how much money do you really need to be happy? Do you really need to be happy? We'll talk about that next.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block. Do your kids lose their house keys? Do you hide a key near your front door for friends, relatives, the cleaning lady, or pet sitter? Do you need a better way to secure your home? Let ITD Systems and Security solve all your problems. ITD has the knowledge and experience to install smart home features like smart locks, motion sensors, indoor and outdoor cameras, and wireless keypads that control everything. Plus, you can turn off lights, lock doors, and view any of your cameras right from your cell phone or tablet. Turn your house into a future house and add peace of mind to your life with ITD Systems and Security. To find out more, visit itdssi.com. Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com.
Do you love saving money but hate buying one of those coupon books filled with places you'll never go to? Well, here comes Quick Save Coupons to save the day. Quick Save Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. No big coupon books to buy, no websites to give your information to. Quick Save Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the Quick Save Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
Now back to the Puff and Steph Podcast.
So, you ever hear this thing, it's money doesn't make you happy or anything like that? The load of BS people lay on you.
Yeah, whoever said that, obviously, like, I can take some of their money. Like, if it's not making you happy, I'll take it.
Right, they had money. Like, don't get me wrong, sometimes money creates problems. I'm not going to deny that. You know, if it's not used properly, if it's somebody just, goes through it like water, I get it. Like, it could be bad. It could create problems. And, when you have a lot of money, don't necessarily know who your real friends are either. But there's a study done, Purdue University and the University of Virginia. They found what could be the perfect salary for achieving personal fulfillment. Steph, in your mind, you've been an adult a little less longer than I have, right? So, in your mind, what is the perfect salary for you?
I mean, obviously I'd love to say like millionaire, but realistically, I feel like 6 figures, I'd be like comfortably happy.
Right. So $100,000?
Yeah, I think so.
I think for most people, they would be super happy with $100,000. The idea was to figure out at which salary range adults were best able to happily manage their work-life balance. That's the key. Because sometimes people could make a gazillion dollars, but they're working all the time. They never see their family. Right?
Right.
And sometimes they're really into their family and they get passed up for promotions at work because they're just not giving their all at work. putting on a number, that sort of thing is difficult, but the researchers managed to do it nonetheless. The study concluded that happiness will cost about $95,000.
Okay, so I was close.
You were right there. And I'm right there with you. I don't need, $1 million. I don't. But if I was at a job where I was making 95 and I could be home on the weekends and, not have to DJ, a bunch of weddings, like do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it.
Right.
I think that would be amazing. So $95,000.
Well, compared to what we made at the radio station, and what I'm used to making, I couldn't even fathom making that much money. I would just roll around in it. I don't know what I would do.
You're telling me. So everyone is excited about, possibly getting out of their house, quarantine being over, getting back to semblance of normal life. I get it. I'm right there with you. But we just have to be careful that when that does happen, we don't celebrate too hard and make really dumb decisions. A woman was killed last Sunday after plummeting more than 100 feet off of a cliff in Turkey while posing for a photo to commemorate the end of the local coronavirus lockdown.
Oh my gosh.
She went on a hike because they couldn't even do that. So they lifted the lockdown, said, okay, there's certain things you can do now. She was celebrating. I'm going to go on a hike. So she goes on a hike. After weeks of citywide shelter-in-place orders, she hopped a safety barrier. Oh, that was her first place. Safety barriers are there for a reason. She is not Steph. She is not a rule follower.
I don't like that.
Anyway, she hopped a safety barrier so her friend could snap her standing at cliff's edge with majestic waterfalls in the background. She slipped on the grass, plunged 115 feet to her death in front of her horrified friend.
Oh my gosh. That's awful. And her friend was there and experienced it.
Yep.
She was probably doing it all for Instagram. She was doing it for the likes.
Yeah, got to be careful, though. You have to be careful. But, couple things. One, safety barriers there for a reason. Two, don't go so hard. You have your whole life ahead of you. After this, like I said, I think we talked about this in, a few weeks ago. This is all just what is going to be a very small part of our lives.
Right.
Right.
In the grand scheme of things, yeah.
Absolutely. We just have to get through it and move on from there. And we all face challenges, but this is all a small part of our life. So when we're done with this, don't go all super hardcore day one after lockdown. Don't be jumping safety barriers. Don't be hardcore partying. Don't be licking strangers in the face. Coronavirus is over. Don't do that. That's all I'm saying.
I was going to. I was
know.
going to.
That's why I said it, because I know it's like, Steph, she's a hugger and a face licker. All right. It is time to stump Steph. According to a recent survey, this is the number one thing people worry about on a first date. What is it? I was shocked. This is hard. The number one thing people worry about on a first date. Take everything you're thinking and probably throw it out.
The thing is it something they worry about with themselves?
No. They can't control it. They can't control it.
Sweating. Sweating too much.
No, it's not sweating.
Because, listen, I get it. Sometimes you just sweat. So is it something that the other person, you're worried the other person is going to do, or you're worried about yourself doing?
Check this out. Neither.
Oh. You're worried that the waiter is going to drop a plate full of food on you?
No.
Does it have to do with a server?
With a what? Sorry, you broke up.
Does it have to do with the server,
No.
at the restaurant?
Nope.
So it's not you and it's not your date. It's something outside of that.
Yep.
Your car's going to break down.
Nope. Let me put it to you this way. It has nothing to do with you and nothing to do with your date. It's not having anything to do with you, your clothes, your car, your anything, or your date's clothes, car, anything. Nothing. This is why this is so hard. But I found it really interesting because I don't know if this is true or not. This is the number one thing people worry about on a first date.
Is it something I would worry about? Because I'm a worrier, so.
I don't know. I would never think about this personally. So I don't know if you would think about this. I mean, if I told you if this was a possibility, you might be like, oh my God, yeah, that would be terrible. But I don't know if you would actually think about it and worry about it.
The building catches on fire.
No, but I mean, that is as random as was what the answer is. So I don't want to it's not a bad answer. It's just funny because that's as random as what the actual answer is.
I'm trying to think super random.
Let me give you a hint. It involves someone else, but it has nothing to do with the wait staff.
There's a better looking person than you that walks by and your date looks at them.
No.
Okay.
Are you worried about that?
No. Well, it is awkward if you're on a first date and somebody really good looking walks by and you see your date looking at them. Yeah.
Yeah, I would see that. I don't know if it's some people worry about, but I don't think people worry about this. Man. What's another hint?
Oh, something goes terribly wrong and you have a family emergency in the middle of the date.
No, it has not. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with family, but it has something to. Okay, no, that's a good starting point. It has nothing to do with your family, but it would have to do with somebody you do know. Oh, it's a good hint.
You know this person.
Yeah.
You run into your ex on the date. Yes.
That is the number one worry. I don't agree.
Wow. I have had that thought before. It's not my biggest worry, but it has occurred to me before. Just because sometimes the world seems so small, and I have thought, like if I was talking to someone or seeing them and then it ended for whatever reason, and then a few weeks later I was going to go out with someone else, I would think, like, how awkward would that be if we ran into each other?
All right, next question. In a recent survey, single women said this is the worst activity for a guy to take them on a first date. This is the worst activity for a guy to take them on a first date. This one I use second because this one should be easier because they tell you it's an activity. So you should get this, I think, relatively early.
Is it something that I wouldn't want to do on a first date?
I don't know. You might be a little like, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like fun.
So it's something unique.
Yeah, it's something different, but it's a date activity for sure.
Paintballing.
No. I think a lot of people would be excited about that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Although on a first date, how do you get to know someone if you're trying to shoot them?
You're like, so what's your favorite color? Boom.
What's your favorite color? Red? Well, that's what you're about to be. Plop, 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 plop.
So it's like fairly common?
Yeah.
Do you hear of people doing this on dates? Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, mini golf. Yes!
Yeah.
Wow.
On date one, would you want to go mini golfing?
I think it's a cute idea. Like the mini golf on City Island by the river, like that could be really cute and sweet. But I think going to dinner on a first date, like to get to know each other, or even just like getting coffee.
Sure.
But I mean, you can talk while you're mini golfing.
Yeah.
It would stress me out. Let's bring this full circle back to the sweat I was talking about earlier. Like I would probably be sweating if I was doing that, especially if it was warm out. So I can see why it's not like ideal.
Yeah. For me, it would be more of a competitive thing. Like I don't really want to show my competitiveness on date one.
Right. It's a little early for that.
Yeah. Like get to know me before you realize that I just can never lose at anything.
Right. No, that's a good point.
All right. Tonight, Tuesday with Olivia. Check it out starting at 7 o'clock on our Facebook page on Facebook Live. And we will be back tomorrow with more fun. It's a podcast.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.